afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hailey. Today I have with me my team, Eugene, Daryl, and Tongdao. Sorry. As you all may notice, there are a few glitches regarding the company that's affected the company performance. Hence, we are here today to present to you our findings on the problem occurring at Monet Hotel and Spa Group, and the solution that may be implemented by the company to provide its performance. To improve its performance. These are the results extracted from the customer satisfaction survey carried out by Abdul Al Halim Hamdi. As you can see, the number shows on the chart the scores given by the customer itself, 5 being outstanding and 1 being poor. The highest rating for this customer satisfaction survey is the location. However, only 2 is given to service and staff and 1 given on the information. The main problem lies in these 3 areas: information, service, and staff. The information has the lowest ratings due to the fact that the company fails in providing sufficient information regarding their availability on the room, as well as the attractions that is nearby the hotel. For the staff and service, they are given 2 because there is a lack of enthusiasm and helpfulness, as well as the knowledge of the staffs. So, it can be concluded that the hotel has failed to build its relationship with its customers. Therefore, as you can see, there's a decrease in number of customers, and the hotel ratings has dropped from 4 stars to 3 stars. These problems has also affected the investments. It has also affected the revenue of the hotel because investments actually pull back from the investors has pulled out from the investment. We have come up with several solutions that may help to enhance the customer relationship with the hotel. 1 being the upgrade of amenities, 2 being the improvement of advertisement and marketing strategy, 3 to start a customer loyalty program, and 4 to improve customer service. Under upgrade of amenities, we can actually give customers a better experience if we upgrade amenities, because customers usually go to hotels to to relax because they are stressed out from work, or maybe because they want to bring their kids to enjoy. So yeah, if you upgrade amenities, the amenities will be better for the kids to use as well as the parents, so they'll feel more relaxed. For improving advertisement strategy, we will be using social media to reach out to potential customers by providing sufficient information online about the hotel. For 3, to start a customer loyalty program. This customer loyalty program will actually offer rewards and strengthens customer loyalties. And 4, to improve customer service. If you improve customer service, basically we are actually providing training and incentives to employees so that they will serve the customer better and they'll feel more motivated to actually work with the hotel. Okay, since the main issue of the problems lies in the failure of building relationship, we highly recommended that the solution of improving customer service is to be used by the company. So yeah, I will pass on my time to Eugene to elaborate further on improving customer service. Thank you.
So my presentation really boils down to this one big question right here: why customer service? First and foremost, first and foremost of all my points, customer service actually maintains revenue in the sluggish states of economy, in the sense that it actually retains customers, backed up in the claim in which I will quote, only 4% of dissatisfied customers will actually return to the firm in which they are dissatisfied from, and 96% of customers will actually move on and find an alternative service. And I cite reputationinc.com 2016. Speaking of services, services are a huge part of a hotel. Hotels are interaction intensive, with customers. So it's undoubtedly crucial to have a great customer service in hotels. And furthermore, preemptive tactic is the best tactic. Bad experiences may get rid of business travelers all at once, in the sense that business travelers can be particularly sensitive in times of a sluggish economy. They may not have so much to afford to experiment on different hotels. So one little bad experience with the customer service may just deter them from ever coming back. Moving on to my second point, customer service builds up a network of trusted customers. Why is that important? It actually has an online effect. Positive reviews really matter, because as we know, in this information age, reviews are the only thing that potential customers rely on in order to decide for whether or not to book that hotel or not. And information online or reviews online spread faster than the pound dropping during Brexit. Moving on, exquisite customer care provides valuable information for sales. This acts in a similar function to what otherwise would be expensive, maybe intensive or timely investment of what would be market research. So there's a perks of having an exquisite customer care. Moving on. Next slide. Positivity is impactful in the sense that when customer care is one of the main drivers of a firm, positivity is definitely has to be of high preaching, and it can have an influential impact of our customers culturally. So you have a work culture that contains all these positive stuffs, which really just subsequently is beneficial for the notion employees are the face of the hotel business. When you have a face that embodies friendliness, helpfulness, and positivity, can really be a unique selling point for Almone, and in building reputation, which can potentially lead to improved revenues and sales and customer relationships. And with that, I end my presentation by handing it over to my colleague Tom. Thank you.
Thank you, Eugene. Eugene already demonstrating some of the strengths of our solutions. Now it's my job to show you some of the flaws in the solutions. As a very wise man says, everything is man-made. They happen to have some flaws. So the first disadvantage. The first disadvantage is high costs and generating negative emotions. The high costs come into the two different ways. The first one is cost of time. If a company wanted to perform an internal training to improve the customer service quality for their employee, their management have to take extra time to oversee the entire process in order to make sure every single employee is well trained. And besides that, a lot of related divisions or departments, supervisor or manager have to take extra time to doing researching, and based on their finding, they can create some of the policy or working regulations for their employee to follow in order to maintain their high quality. And the next one is the cost of money. If, let's say, the company do not meet the qualification to actually perform the internal training, they usually hire the third-party consulting company to doing an external training for their employees. Now, in this way, it did save a lot of time for their management, but the bills, the fees for the consulting companies sometimes considering quite high. And on top of that, some of the jobs in the hotel business considering stress enough. So with this training things going on in the same time, some of the employees may generating bad vibes or the negative emotions such as stress or even hate their jobs. It will actually do some bad things, some bad efforts to the workplace. Next, please. The next disadvantage, it is hard. As we research, it is hard to maintain the high quality of the customer service. Even after the employee from the hotel done the training, sometimes they still fail to maintain the same standards. That mostly because one, there's different customers, and different customers will bring out different requirements. So those requirements, some of them, it will be hard and really difficult to be done. So some of the employees, when they experience these situations, they might really fail the same to maintain the same standards. Another one is in the hotel business, for example, like a front desk receptionist work, room service employees. Those employees' job are require a very low standard to get the job, and they carry less responsibility for the entire group, not just hotel, entire group. So it's one of the risks that hotel have to take, that once they train their employee well, they have to face it. Maybe someday their employee gonna leave them. Maybe really soon, maybe in the long term, but they have to take the risk. Once they leave, the hotel need to hire a new employee, and there's no guarantee that hotel will hiring a better one or at least the same quality employee. The next one is a misunderstanding, or our group like to call. A misunderstanding generating normally after the training. Some of the employee may get the misunderstanding, like giving certain type of customer or certain group of customers some favors. That's actually a great way, in their mind, that's actually a great way to improve the customer service quality. But actually, this act is not just considering to do less in improving customer service, also is a very unprofessional act as well. Another misunderstanding is sometimes the employee will misunderstanding that hotel set up all these policy rules and all these regulations for us to follow. So in their mind, we only need to perform to meet the hotel's expectations. But however, hotels make those rules for them to meet the customer's expectation, which is make this is another misunderstanding. Now my part is end, and I will hand over to my colleague Hailey to do the next part. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tao. Our group has come up with the most effective solution to the board, which is improving customer service. It is the most effective solution because, first of all, hotel industry is considered or identified as a service industry. Therefore, the most fundamental element will be service. And by improving the service, can be the most exhaustive solutions to the hotel. But of course, great customer service isn't always about responding to requests. When the hotel staff anticipates something you want but didn't ask for it, that's where you realize just what a difference a well-trained staff can do. And that is why I've included some data regarding the best customer service in 2015. As you can see from the table, most of these hotels listed are well known throughout the world because their brands are built by their customers. And as a result, this will trigger a hidden chain reaction which some companies may have overlooked. Next slide, please. According to this flow chart, these are the very reasons for us to recommend this solution to you, Board of Directors, and we believe by taking this solution, the hotel can become more profitable and attract more investors, thus it will be well known throughout the world like the rest of the hotels. Before my colleague and I end our presentation, I would like to quote the author of $1 Million Consulting, Alan Weiss, regarding customer service. As your customers, ask your customers to be part of your solution and don't view them as part of the problem. Thank you.
That's it.
Is there any question you would like to ask?
Yeah. You mentioned the cons of your recommendation, which is high cost and stress. How are you going to overcome that problem?
Oh, okay. Actually, the originally researching I've done is like this. Sometimes in considering really high costs is because the ROI, the return on the investment is not really effective. Because due to the human factors, you're training a human. So human is different, everyone have the different personalities. So sometimes if you get your entire group of employees training really well and they happen to be the type who fit in the customer service department, then your ROI is really bumped up. But sometimes you have someone like a very argumentative personality to doing the customer service department stuff. They will end up, either way they train or not, either way they improve or not, they will end up always fighting your customers. So to solve that problem, you need some sort of like filter things, which is the supervisor or manager to actually see all the employee under his command. Either way is suitable for this department or suitable for another department. So with this kind of filter things, you actually increase your ROI. And you no longer feel like you're spending a lot of money and do little.
Is there any other question on the floor?
I think that's all.